Alrighty, welcome to episode number 14 of Ask Yuri. Today I'm really excited because we have a very good question regarding raw foods and protein and overall health. So it's a long one. I'm just going to kind of, give you a synopsis. I've been into raw food for 6 months, and a few months back I told my doctor I was on a raw food diet. She got scared. What a surprise. Looked at me as though I had some kind of eating disorder and sent me to a dietitian. That's not a good start. So the other day I got to the appointment to see her, and she didn't know anything about raw food. This is the dietitian. She seemed concerned about where I would get all my nutrition from. And then it goes on and on and on and on. And then the last paragraph says, but I got a bit concerned after my meeting with the dietitian because she told me something about spinach. So I sat down when I got home and counted on how much spinach I should eat as a raw foodist to get the recommended amount of protein, and it came down to 2 kilograms of spinach if I were to attain 15% of my daily intake from protein. She's like, I eat like less than 100 grams a day and about 1/4 of a cup flaxseed and then greens and fruit. I'm worried that I don't get enough protein. I saw your video where you say that the World Health Organization says that 99% of the world's population can survive on 5% protein of daily nutrient intake from the protein. I was really happy to hear this. So I'm just a little bit confused. Can you send me the information to verify this, and can you clarify this this stuff? Well, first off, Amanda from Sweden. If you want the information to clarify this on what the World Health Organization says, just type in WHO, World Health Organization, protein requirements, and then you'll get all the information there. However, I do want to address the bigger issue, which is people not understanding how vegetarians, vegans, raw foodists get their protein. Dietitians, if you're watching, I think it's pretty ridiculous that you're telling people not to eat more raw foods because it just doesn't make sense. So what I've done today is I've actually just kind of gone to my fridge, taken out some of the foods that I eat on a pretty consistent basis to show you where I get my protein from. Remember, per gram, per serving, green leafy vegetables have more protein than any animal protein. Okay? If you don't know, just read my book, Eating for Energy. It's all listed in there. The key, as Amanda mentions in this, is to get enough of the greens to make up for that amount, right? Because 100 grams of steak is different than 100 grams of spinach. 100 grams of spinach is a lot of spinach versus, 100 grams of steak, for instance. However, there are other alternatives. Here's one, spirulina. Okay, this is some chalky-like green algae, which is amazing. Very, very high source of protein. This one here, 4 teaspoons is 8 grams of protein. And it has all sorts of amazing, look at that. I'm going to show this close up to the camera. Look at the percent, that daily value this thing meets for all the minerals and vitamins listed here. I don't know if you can see that, but just look at the percentages, right? Well over 100%. It's crazy. 100%, 114% of your iron intake from 4 teaspoons. That's like 2 tablespoons. That's just like throw it in a smoothie. That's more than your daily recommended intake of iron right here, 2 tablespoons. 100% of vitamin K. 166% of chromium. Chromium, very important for diabetes and blood sugar issues. 525% of your daily vitamin A. It's crazy. 50% of your iodine, important for thyroid. 28% magnesium. 80% molybdenum. Just goes on, it's crazy. So spirulina, you can get at any health food store. Again, it doesn't taste the greatest, but just throw it into a smoothie, it's awesome. Hummus. This is obviously store-bought. This is actually not a bad one. It's pretty clean. Chickpeas, tahini, which is pretty much sesame, ground sesame. Canola oil, not the greatest. Lemon juice, sea salt, vinegar, and garlic. So this is actually one of the better kind of packaged hummuses that I've seen. Usually I just make it from scratch. But this one here, for 2 tablespoons, 2 grams of protein. And I eat well over 2 tablespoons of this stuff. I'll just get some veggies, dip it in, and there you go. Very, very good source of I just lost my train of thought. Very good source of calcium, sorry. Sesame seeds in general. So hummus, or hummus as we call it in Morocco. I'm going to open this bad boy up. Another one, black beans, okay? Black beans. There you go. These are awesome. I just eat them like this. So good. Actually, pardon me while I just have some black beans here. Black beans, really good source of, so good, fiber, protein, and carbohydrates. Very awesome stuff, especially for vegetarians. I would recommend black beans any day. Such a good source of proteins and other healthy stuff. I'm going to keep that open. Finally, hemp seeds, or hemp hearts as they call them. This is the container they come in. Okay, per 2 tablespoons, again, same serving size as the spirulina, 11 grams of protein. Powerful stuff, very, very high source of omega-3s as well, which is really, really good. You know, and fiber as well. It's such good stuff, and these are whole foods that don't have the negative side effects of meats and dairy and all that garbage from, you know, the animal kingdom. These are all plant-based food sources of great protein and other amazing nutrients that come with them. So what I want to say is that you can totally get enough protein from your vegan or raw food diet. The key is just having a good amount of variety to get all that stuff in. Generally, as kind of a rule of thumb, it's like, obviously there's, depending on where you are, like training status, like what you're training for, if you're a bodybuilder or, you know, but in general, 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight is pretty much all you need. So if I'm 75 kilos, 75 grams of protein. So basically, that would work out to, if I actually did all of this stuff combined in one day, so if I had 2 tablespoons of hemp seeds, which I probably get about 4 tablespoons of hemp seeds when I do a smoothie. So I'm going to double that, that's 22 grams. Plus I'll add in another 2 tablespoons of this, so that's another 8 grams, 30 grams, just in a smoothie alone. Okay, just between these two, that's already 30 grams of protein. That's almost half of my daily intake in one smoothie. Not to forget all the other stuff I throw in there. I might throw in some bananas, which obviously have a very, very small amount. Every food has protein, fat, and carb, just different percentages. Small amount of protein in there. And then throughout the day, you're just eating other things that bring in the protein. So I don't understand, like nuts and seeds. I eat fish occasionally. I eat meat occasionally. I eat eggs, you know. I'm not like a hardcore raw foodist, but I believe raw foods and being more of a vegan is very, very good for your health. And that's what I try to do as much as I can. But again, it just goes to show you that, you know, what the medical profession and a lot of dietitians and a lot of people who are backed by the dairy industry and the meat farmers and all, like, you know, all that kind of garbage, you know, that's what they're taught to believe. So it's unfortunate, and I don't mean to offend anyone, but that's just the way it is. You can totally get enough protein and nutrition from plant-based foods. Okay. That's my little rant for today, Amanda. Hopefully that answers your question. And thanks again for living a healthier life with raw foods. Raw foods. Anyways, if you need more information on this subject, I highly recommend checking out my book, eatingforenergy.ca. You can download the ebook. Very, very good source of all of this stuff. Give you tons of recipes, all the information you need, and you're going to live your best life ever. That's what it's all about. So hopefully you've enjoyed this video. Grab your stuff, hemp seeds, spirulina, black beans, hummus, and everything else, and enjoy. I'm off to eat some more black beans now because I got the black bean bug. I'll see you in the next episode.